you?
Good, man. Appreciate the opportunity for you to review me.
Dude, I got you, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Of course. So, bit about me. I started in November. I came from a reg server. I
Okay.
think I made a really pretty big paywall, so wanted to kind of start fresh.
Dude,
So,
you already
r-
have good NX. Good job.
dude, I'm spending more money than I did on reg server because of fashion.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah,
You look good
it
though. Good
was.
job. You got round glasses. Like
I
automatic,
appreciate it.
like god tier item.
I tried to roll for First Love T-shirt, and I never
God.
got it,
Fuck.
but I got three round glasses, so it's kind of juiced.
Okay, that's good. But dude, First Love t-shirt is like god tier as well.
I know,
With the
but
round glasses. Yeah.
had to cut it off after a little while.
Fuck. You know, it took
Yeah.
me 3 years to get the First Love t-shirt. I used to try every Valentine's event, but I never got it until this one.
Do you know if the monthly SSBs reset this week?
I don't know for sure, but I think it does because it's been a
Okay.
while.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. Ready to swipe.
For
But
real.
anyways, so my goal is to progress and clear Black Mage hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay. Just
Um,
just like get the liberation going by the end of the year, or you want to be like liberated by the end of the year.
no, just clear. So just get the sealed Genesis by the end of the year. I think I still got a long way to go.
Okay.
But I'm kind of at a standstill right now.
Mhm.
I'm running 5 piece Absol, and
Mhm.
I want to transition to Arcane, but I don't know if this is the right time. I've saved about 31 bill,
Mhm.
um, and yeah, here are my here's my equip.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
It's nice you got that shit transposed already.
Yeah, I mean, I could have got a better flame for sure, but
Yeah, it's
I got
fine.
impatient. Yeah, but yeah, pretty average stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanting to see when I should take that leap of faith.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I've been saving for quite a while now, but it's kind of hard to keep saving without actually doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. And then my emblem.
Okay. So let's see. Here's a few things. How strong were you on reg?
It's probably around the same. So I was a 260 Adele on reg, but for me, like it was just farming, like 1-5 farming.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. So let me propose something to you. So how about you don't go arcanes? How about you go
Okay.
like 21 Apsos?
Okay.
I think that would be a much smarter decision for you because 21 Apsos are about 18 and a half arcanes ish, depending on the flame.
Okay.
So that alone will give you more than enough damage to contribute and do your liberation quests because I don't know if you know, but I actually liberated my Adele too, and I
Okay.
did it with Apsos,
Okay.
and it was more than good enough. So
So
I would
when
recommend
do
going
people?
Apsos because
Okay.
arcanes, like,
Yeah.
it takes so long to gather the boss droplet spares.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend 21 Apsos, and then you can use those also as a backup in case as you're starring Apsos, as you're
Yeah.
starring your arcanes, like it doesn't really matter if they boom because you have 21 Apso backup, so it's like you're still strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then you have Meso drop gear in this character, like you could make rates when
Yeah.
you're training.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what's your Legion and your familiars looking like?
Yeah. So Legion, I mean, definitely got to work on that.
Okay.
4.3K. Um, I have most of the level 3 links. I'm missing Oran. Well, actually, I'm missing Oran, Beast Tamer, and Lumi.
Okay, sure. So
Yeah.
Lumi's definitely the highest priority. Beast
Okay.
Tamer is just I don't know if you have one created or not.
I do.
Okay, sure.
184. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lumi, then BT, and then Aran. But Aran is not a big deal. You could genuinely just keep it at level 2 forever. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Legion is a very high priority for you right now because you want at least 6K. And then once you're at 6K, you could put a pause on it. Like, try to finish that as soon as you can because you want to unlock your full Legion board ASAP.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
so,
other than that, there's basically going to be like two events that are likely going to happen. So 5,
yeah.
10, 15 is pretty much guaranteed next Sunny Sunday rotation, likely towards the end of May.
Okay.
And then Cube Sale is also very likely to happen sometime next month. If it doesn't, it's fine. But if there is a Cube Sale, you could try to get like a good secondary and emblem. That would
Okay.
definitely be like worth it. And then when it comes to droplets, I can see like you only have 24 and 24,
Yeah.
which like this is why like I recommend not going arcanes because that's not much, you know what I mean? And if you want
Yeah.
to go arcanes, you ideally want to push them past 19 because if they're less
Okay.
than 19, you could have just went Apsos and Apsos are more damage and they cost less.
Okay.
So arcanes are only really good when they're high star. And
Okay.
then how many regular like droplets do you have?
Um, just slightly like just north of 200.
Okay, yeah. So you honestly, I would be patient. Do you get carried Lucid and Will?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would be patient and wait for a weapon drop
Okay.
and don't buy a weapon because it is pretty tempting to buy a weapon right now. You're almost
Yeah,
there.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and the weapon would be a lot of damage increase, but I would just wait it out and then
Okay.
try to focus on other gear first before you get the arcane weapon because if you get a weapon drop, that'll save you so many droplets that you could just save
Yeah.
for your arcanes in the future.
Okay. Well, that's good advice.
Yeah.
So, like for I guess in terms of like with the event coming up, if there's a cube sale, like should I be re-rolling what I currently have?
Yeah, let me see your emblem again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you could get like even two line with like IED, I would just keep that.
Okay.
Obviously three
Okay.
line is ideal, but it's not a big deal if you don't get it.
Yeah.
And what's your
Yeah.
secondary again? Yeah, same with your secondary. I would try to go for two line and boss. And
Two
you
line
could
of
even
boss.
do it on
Okay.
a completely different secondary just so you don't get rid of this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, two line boss is very good. And then when it comes for your weapon, like your weapon doesn't really matter because you're going to get arcane eventually.
So I actually do have another what secondary. This is what I use for bossing.
Okay, you know, that's actually better. Yeah, that's actually
Okay.
a pretty good secondary.
Okay.
And I would just focus on the emblem then.
Okay.
Because that
So the emblem
secondary is
would.
about 27% attack.
Okay. Okay.
What are your
So that.
familiars
Yeah.
again?
So no boss damage familiars yet. Uh, but
Okay.
I but I have three IED familiars. So 40, 30, and 20.
Okay, not bad. Yeah. So familiars, very, very annoying process. Not like reg. We don't have any red cards or anything. Can't really buy them.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
stupidest thing in the game. So
Uh,
just
it's
gotta
okay.
just gotta keep trying with that and eventually pray for our boss line or even an attack percent line. And go for uniques too.
So for if I do get it like an attack line, I think what is it? Is it capped at 3%?
No, no, no. Unique lines can be at 6% attack.
Okay. So I would keep those.
Yeah, keep any like 5 or 6% attacks. And
Okay.
then you could even replace like your 20 ID with like a 5 or 6 attack, and it's pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
And then when it comes to your gear, so let's say there's no cube cell, right? And you
Yeah.
want a Star Force, you want a
Yeah.
hard save for a potential Shining Star Force in July, and
Hmm.
then you want to go for 21s. Like you want to start off with 21s before you go full 22. So like 21 your CRA, 21 your Golux belt, your earring. Those 5 items are the easiest items because you get a lot of fodders, and then you could 21 Apso fodders and transfer over as well.
Okay. So like these are already 17. Are you proposing that like I don't even touch these? I just like grab drops from like Ranmaru and just like tap those?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Don't even bother starting those because getting
Uh,
copies is a pain
Yeah. Yeah, it
doing all
is.
those
It is.
weeklies. And the fodders for them are really easy. Like shoes, you have infinite shoe fodders because you get them from Root Abyss. They're
Yeah.
super cheap. Gloves, you have infinite, you get them from Magnus.
Hmm.
Um Capes, you could get a cape every week from Zakum.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And then shoulders are a little bit harder because you have to get them from Renmaru.
Right. Okay.
So but yeah, like it's pretty free to get 21 apps. So you could just 21 the fodder and transfer, and then tap the Absol to 21 again. And the probability of it going to 21 is very high. It's like over 80%.
Yeah, I didn't even think about going 21 Abso.
Yeah.
So like, okay, okay,
Yeah, don't bother with the arcanes. A lot of people don't think about Apsos because, it's just the natural progression. Like, you just want to hit
right,
arcanes, but they end up being stuck with 17 arcanes for a very, very long time just because of how long it takes to get the boss droplets. And
yeah,
then those 17 arcanes aren't even that good. Like, you could have just went 21 Apsos for like half the cost, and they're like
yeah.
much
Okay,
better.
okay, good to know.
And then after those items, like after your CRA, your belt, your earrings, and your Apsos, that's when you want to start looking at like or also your Connor's treasure too, because Connor's treasure is an easy item. You get that to
Yeah,
21. That's when you
okay,
want to start looking towards like your other Golux pieces, and those are harder. Like you want to stack Dom pendant spares for your sub pendant. You want to stack as many Meistering slash Connor treasures you can for your superior ring,
yeah.
and then reinforced ring. There's no way. There's no easy way. Like you have to just 450 per ring. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, sorry, back to the pennant. So I'm gonna use the Dom pennants to fodder into a 20, 20, is that correct?
Yeah. So you 21 star the Dom
Dom,
pendant, and then you
yeah.
transfer to your sub pendant, and then you tap the sub pendant to 21 again.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good.
And you
Um,
just want to keep running your Commercy every day because your
yeah,
Sweetwaters you could legit leave your Sweetwaters just at like 19 because
okay,
those items are really really annoying to get spares of. It takes a long time.
yeah,
So you could just leave them at 19, and that's not that difficult to get, and you'll still be more than strong enough to for liberation with 21 Apsos, 21 CRA, 21 KT, 21 Superiors, and like 19 Sweetwater. You'll be strong enough to liberate and contribute in Black Mage, and then you'll just need levels at that point.
okay, okay. And then for the like solo runs, should I be I should max this out, right?
Yeah, you should be upgrading the ship to the highest level. It's worth it.
Well, what's the highest level? Is it 5?
No, it goes up to level 10, and then the first upgrade with that green arrow costs 200 dinarals, and then you gotta get it
Yeah,
to level 10 again.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you're already on the second upgrade. Okay.
yeah,
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 so
yeah.
the
I've
next one's
upgraded
the last
once.
one, and it's
Oh,
500.
okay, okay, sweet. And it's worth?
Yeah, it's 100% worth.
Okay.
It is super worth. Because you'll be making around like 75 dinarals a day, including
Oh,
CPQ.
nice. Plus C. Wait, sorry, including CPQ?
Yeah, so you'll make
Yeah,
like
okay.
50 something from solo, and then like CPQ's another like 20.
20. Alright. Do you think I'm in a position to even be focusing on boss meals?
You could. Like, you could do like one or two. It wouldn't be a bad like time like worth it wouldn't be like a waste of time for you, like
Yeah,
especially if you have like extra nodes, like just chuck them on a boss mule or two,
yeah,
and then just slowly gear them, see if you could do helix on them every day, get CRA, get your Apsos.
right.
Yeah, Dawn Warrior is like a super good pick,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I got a
there's one
Dawn
right
Warrior
there.
going, and then I'm working on a Ho Young and a Night Lord.
Yeah, those are all good classes. If you can do those three, it's good. But
Yeah,
yeah, your main is in a pretty good spot where you could just chill and save till you make
okay.
that next big upgrade. And then I would actually also recommend training just in Lamina because Nightlord actually makes like oh not Nightlord, Dell makes really good rates there,
Yeah,
and you need all the droplets and nodes and familiars and all the stuff that comes with Lamina that you don't get in Grandis.
Grandis. Okay. Yeah, I guess my hunting to create the flying swords, they're not one-shotting in Limina yet. So
Mhm.
it's kind of hindering my rates a bit. I'm making like 100-ish mil less than other Adels, but still pretty decent, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean it's still gonna be way better than Grandis. Like, it's still worth farming there,
Okay.
dude. Um, after the okay, so do you have a Kishmu or you strictly totems?
Yeah, I just got a Kishmael, but it's level 200, so I'm just it's just for Legion.
Okay, sure, no problem. So when you're off totems on your main, when you run out,
Yep.
I would also recommend running some Oz because Roar 4 is like incredibly important for Adele.
Oz. Okay.
Yeah, do you know what Oz is?
I do know what Oz is. I've never done it before.
Okay, I have a pretty good guide if you ever want to watch that. Like you can learn pretty
Okay.
quick.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like super worth for you. Like it'll increase your burst like an insane amount of damage.
Okay.
And then that'll also save you the trouble of doing a fourth ring. So you only have to start 3 rings because your fourth ring will just be a roar.
Okay. So what should my three rings be? It should be the sup, the reinforced, and the kana.
Yeah, so you could do sup reinforce and Kana. You could
Okay.
also replace the Kana with slime ring eventually, which
Yeah.
isn't a
Okay.
bad idea. It's not
Okay.
like, but for now, like you could just do those 3 rings because you're still running a silver blossom, which isn't good,
Yeah.
and you want to just replace that with a roar.
Okay. It takes like an hour, right, on average, to get to the stage where you want to get a chance to get a row four. Is that correct?
When you're still learning, sure, but once you learn, it's like legit like 30 to 40 minutes. It's pretty quick.
Oh, oh. Um. Okay. So like in terms of priorities for money, like I shouldn't be spending on anything until.
No. Only wait for events. If there's a cube sale, you can spend a little on the cube sale. If there's no cube sale, you're gonna hard save for not this 5, 10, 15, the one after this one.
Okay, in hopes that it's shining.
Yeah, in hopes that it's shining. And then
Okay.
even if it's not shining, like regardless, you're still gonna need a lot of money to save for the event. So you still need to save, like no matter what. Like it's not a bad thing to save.
Yeah. Okay. Ends get itchy, Like it's kind of crazy because I guess like I'm not used to this. I mean, it was easy to swipe in reg server, but it's kind of hard to farm and not spend here.
Yeah, no, a lot of people struggle with that. I struggle too. Like I I get urges all the time where I'm just like, fuck, I have like 50 bills saved. Like I could just drop like 20 and get gains, right? And then
Yeah.
you always regret it. Like 95% of the time you regret it. So it's not worth it. Just save.
Okay. Is there like any other piece of advice that you can give me, like in terms of I guess like is next step for me like Legion now?
Yeah, Legion is a very high priority for now. Other than like your regular dailies and weeklies on your Adele, you
Yeah.
want to spend a lot of your time getting to 6K Legion like as soon as possible. But uh you could just wait a couple of days like if you don't want to start today because anniversary event's coming up and
Yeah.
that's really good for Legion.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I think that's all I got. So Legion now, if I mean, or anniversary, 5, 10, 15 tap superiors, CRA and APSO
Mhm.
while using fodders.
Yep.
Um, learn Oz.
Yeah. You like wrote it down or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and by the way, when you're tapping those fodders,
yeah,
um for CRA you don't have to safeguard. For the Opso fodders you don't have to safeguard.
yeah.
For superior fodders, depending on how many you have, you might want to safeguard.
So by superior fodders, do you mean like reinforced?
I mean, either okay, so belts, no, don't safeguard. Earrings, you don't have to safeguard.
Okay,
Um, for
but I
like
guess
superior ring fodder, you
yeah,
probably might want to safeguard because Connor's treasures you don't get too many of them. Maybe like once a week you'll get one.
yeah, yeah.
And then for superior pendant fodders, dumb pendants, you barely get those, so you should probably safeguard.
Okay, okay.
And don't be discouraged if you can't all do it in one event. Like sometimes those items can be pretty annoying. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's not the yeah, I'm cool with spreading it out. It's just it's kind of discouraging to just continuously save and just not be able to like see any gains. But I guess Absol is kind of one way to look at it. Maybe just enhancing that. But hopefully Sunny Sunday. I mean, when patch notes come out today,
Mhm.
we'll kind of see some events, but and some Sunny Sundays with 5, 10, 15. But yeah,
Yeah. The thing is like if you were to go to arcane, if you were to go arcanes, like the waiting would be even longer. Like it might not seem like it is because it's like, okay, you get that arcane upgrade, but in reality your damage isn't going to go up that much. And
Yeah.
to get those arcanes past 17 safely is
Yeah.
going to be way, like we're talking like many months of waiting
Okay.
just to get the enough boss droplets, not even the regular droplets. So Apsos is
I-
a much like better route for damage.
In the event like I get like a weapon drop in the next couple weeks and it's in time for like 5, 10, 15, would you recommend tapping that to 17 and using it?
Definitely. Yeah, if you get a
Oh yeah.
weapon drop, get that shit to 17 and cube it.
Okay. Okay.
And then you'd want to get like you don't have to get an Apso hat, but you can. So you could get the 5 set Apso effect.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Think I'm in a good spot, man. Appreciate the help.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Good luck.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Take it easy.